In this video, we're going to be going over the sales process and how we actually close these types of deals and the process that we go through. Obviously, we don't have enough time on this one call to go through the entire scripting and how we do that. That's what we go through with our private mastermind clients. But if you have any questions, please feel free to book a call after this training and let's get into it.
What's going on, guys? So I want to break down exactly how we close sales calls and how we teach our students and our coaching clients how to close sales calls. I'm not going to go too far into depth into like backstory or any of that jazz. I know you just want this information so you can start implementing it immediately and get value from it, right? So a couple different sections that we break down any kind of video sales call into, right? You're trying to sell some sort of video service. You're trying to sell your video services to a client. This is the exact breakdown we go through. So first step is intro rapport, right? Discovery process, diagnosis and pitch, collections, and then objections. So our full coaching students get this full breakdown, and obviously we don't have a ton of time to go into this, but this is a step-by-step call script where it's taking you through these sections and exactly how we go about conquering objections, collecting the money, diagnosing the pain points, going through discovery process, going through intro rapport, right? We don't have a ton of time to go into all this. I just want to show you that we do have a full script that goes through exactly what to say. In this short video, we're just going to go over exactly how we go about doing that. So intro rapport really consists of a few things. So confirm the time works for them, right? Hey, is this the right time to chat? What attracted you to get on a call, right? This is when we're going to talk more about, like, a side conversation would be how we're generating leads, how we're getting them into our system, right? But what attracted these people to a call? Are they the correct avatar? Are they the type of business that you want to work with? Qualify them a little bit. They should have been pre-qualified based on how you have your lead gen set up, but you want to make sure they're the correct avatar, right? Decision makers is everyone who needs to be on this call on the call, right? Do we have anybody who needs to be here who isn't currently here? And then future pace the call. Cool. I just want to take a look at what you have going on. Want to take a look at the infrastructure of what you have going on. And then from there, we'd love to see if it's a good fit and then go from there, right? And then discovery process, this is going to be checklist questions. So these are our checklist questions here. This is where we're actually going to go through and customize what are the discovery questions that we need to be asking in this phase of the call. Right. And then from there, we're diagnosing, figuring out what do they have in place? What do they not have in place? We're going through that process and figuring out how we could potentially help them. So what kind of videos have you done in the past? What kind of marketing have you done in the past? So on and so forth. There's a lot more we'd go into there. And then we're going to get revenue goals. So any significance behind why you want to hit what you want to hit. And then we're doing a time tie down in this process. So this is when we're tying them down on when they want this problem solved. Now, one thing I want to make clear here, guys, like checklist questions, this is not a shorter process. This is going to be about 15 to 20 minutes of your call. And as you can see here, we really go in depth into what kind of questions we should be asking. But from there, after we get checklist, revenue, time tie down, we can go into diagnosis and pitch. And this is where we're tying down where they want to go, right? And then tying down the 5-step process on what we do as far as how we can help them get there and why they should care. This is the big question a lot of people miss. Why should your prospect care about moving forward with you, paying you for your services, so on and so forth? And this is why a lot of people get stuck and they can't charge more than $1,000 to $2,000 per video because they're not tying down why should the client care? How is this going to help them get to the goal that they want? Most people make it about themselves selling as opposed to making it about the client and what they want. So that's super, super important here. And then we're going to tie down a scale of 1 to 10 where they want to go, right? Is this the right fit? Is now the right time? Is this the right thing, right? And then you're just going to let them ask for the pitch. Now, I'm really going 30,000 foot view here, guys. So I just encourage you to, let's go a little bit deeper into this before you really decide to implement this, but I'm going really 30,000. And then from there, after we let them ask for how much it's going to be, how much is this, right? How much would it be to work with you to get to where I want to go? Then we're going into collections, right? So collections is when we're then going to pitch prices from highest to lowest. And this comes down to your offer breakdown, your offer sheet that we'd work with you on to create. But this is where we're going to have a couple different packages and we're going to have them organized like you've seen in our pricing training, right? And then from there, we're going to push them towards the middle package, because that's what most of our clients do. And that's where we're pushing. And then we're saying, which option are you leaning towards? And then from there, that's when we're going to get into collection, either taking the credit card payment, taking the ACH, taking the wire transfer, the bank transfer of the funds for this video project. And then from there, if that doesn't happen, then we'd be going into objections. And obviously we have a pretty lengthy section here on all the different types of objections. We literally map this out for you so you don't have to do anything, right? All you have to do is you get an objection, you scroll to find the objection, and you read off of the script that we have for you. So that's where we actually have this built out for you. So you don't have to do a lot of that legwork. This is over 5 years of putting these things together, right? But then from there, you'd really just be going into objections. Agree first, conquer the objection. These are just some baseline examples of things to do. If price is an issue, no problem. Is it not in the vault or you're not comfortable spending it? That's kind of a dichotomy that we need to go into a little bit more as well. And then uncertainty, if it's uncertainty in the process, you need to tie them back down into the process, selling the result, not the outcome. Now, guys, I know I just fire hosed you with information here. But hopefully this makes sense. This is the 30,000 foot view of what we do and how we go about pitching and closing these deals in 1 to 2 calls and avoiding a lot of those long drawn out, I need to think about it, and then people just ending up ghosting you. So if you're running into that, it's usually because you don't have a proven script that is actually working for you. You're not following a repeatable process.
I hope you enjoyed that training. If you want to learn a little bit more about how we help creative and video business owners scale, click the link down below and we have a short training going over exactly what we do and how we help these video business owners scale. We'll see you there.